the Niger Delta region is going to commence another protest that will end up shutting down the entire Niger Delta.
Hands up! Hands up!
Because we cannot bear it anymore. Cost of living, inflation in the riverine areas as we speak is above 200%. Our people are suffering. As we speak, all the NNPC fuel stations that are in our creeks, no one is functioning. They don't even take fuel to those areas. As we speak, a liter of fuel in our communities is over 2,000 naira. It is the responsibility of government to give us a enabling environment where business will thrive. The private sector in every normal society is the driver of economy and employment. But today, the Nigerian policies are to kill private investors. The public-private partnership that we believe that will create job opportunities for our youth, they have decided not to put it. And we cannot fold our hand at this point in time to see that people undermine the democracy that our forefathers fought for. As a Niger Delta youth, our challenges are peculiar to us. We are using this nationwide protest to register our displeasure. Some of our challenges as a people is that the oil and gas environment that we found ourselves, the pollution is on us. People we have given the mandate to go and manage our common resources have decided to impoverish us with our own resources. They have decided to give us wrong policies that will on daily basis impoverish us. As we speak, it is a known fact that cost of living does not have boundary. Bad government has given us sleepless nights. As we speak, in our own state, Bayelsa State in particular, we cannot even boast of 3 hours light a day, and we are paying for light bill. We are begging the federal government, which is in charge of policy making, that we want true federalism as a people. The unemployment rates in our communities are alarming. Youth have graduated from the universities. So many youth have gotten good training skills, but nowhere to absorb them. As a people, we are not comfortable with the current cost of living. The high level of inflation that is affecting our communities is unbecoming. Our people cannot, because of cost of living, afford quality health care for themselves. Because for you to go to the health sector to get yourself proper health care, that means you have to sacrifice your daily meal. And that is unbecoming. The death rate is alarming. We are calling on the federal government that enough is enough. Bring in policies that are going to be people friendly. The Niger Delta is the oil and gas industrial hub. The government is playing politics with the life and the living condition of our people. You have removed subsidy. Today, our refineries are not still working. How do you want the petroleum price to come down? Petrol price cannot come down in as much as we are importing all these things. We have 3 state government-owned refineries. They promise us that before the end of first quarter of 2024, these refineries are going to work. But all we see is that it's lie upon lie, one lie after the other. Those within the corridor of power are too comfortable, and the masses cannot endure it anymore. We are sounding it very clear that after this 10 days warning strike, we are giving the federal government 90 days. In that 90 days, if some things that we are agitating for is not put into consideration, the Niger Delta region is going to commence another protest.
That is the Ijaw Youth Council residing in the Niger Delta telling the president that if the 10 days warning protest they've given to him elapse and nothing is done, they are going to commence their own protest. Now you need to understand that the Ijaw Youth Council was also present when Asari Dokubo made the threat that nobody should bring the protest in Niger Delta. But remember that his threat is an empty threat because there have been protests going on in the Niger Delta. Now they've come out to tell the president that they are keeping tabs on the 10 days notice that was given for this protest. if that 10 days elapse and nothing is done, they will carry out their own protest. When the Niger Delta youth tells you that they want to protest, just know that they are targeting the oil sector. They want to shut down the oil sector, and anything that makes them to shut down the oil sector, they are shutting down the economy of the country. And if you shut the economy of this country, it's going to affect Nigeria. The recorded speech that was delivered by Bola Ahmed Tinubu has angered Nigerians the more. If you notice, the protest did not gain momentum on Sunday because Nigerians learned that the president wants to speak to them, that the president wants to address them. Nigerians were hoping, they were looking forward to seeing that the president will address their needs and concerns. I mean, there is a reason why Nigerians are on the street protesting. They were expecting the president to speak to them on issues relating to why they are protesting. But yet, the president went off Ray and was talking absolutely rubbish. The speech of the president today was rubbish. It was not even meant to be. If he knew that this is what he wanted to tell Nigerians, he would have just kept quiet. But he went there and wasted 20 minutes of Nigerians' time listening to absolutely rubbish. That was not what we wanted to hear from the president. We wanted to hear how he's going to meet our demands, how he's going to hold the police that killed and humiliated people, the police that tear gas people, how he is going to hold them accountable. I mean, the people responsible for that, he should tell us that they have been arrested, because there was no need for that. The protest was peaceful, and those thugs that were sponsored to infiltrate the protest, he was supposed to tell us that these people has been arrested. That is how every sensible leader should behave. But the president did not care. He did not show any empathy towards what Nigerians have experienced through the past few days. Look at what happened in Kano. People were killed, and a DPO was seen making sure that he's going to kill Nigerians, and yet the police officer under his command killed over 6 persons when he was shooting indiscriminately at protesters in Kano. The president did not address any of those things, but rather he was telling Nigerians to leave the streets, that he's not going to reverse the fuel subsidy. I think this has angered Nigerians the more, and they have promised that on Monday they are going to intensify their protests. They are going to make sure that it's going to be more than what they've done before. Another aspect that it has angered Nigeria is the Niger Delta. You need to understand that Nigeria is a mono-economy country. We depend solely on oil. If there is anything that happened to our oil, we are going to be in a very big mess. The reason why we are facing too many economic crises is because 50% of our revenue is being stolen. Now the Niger Delta youth, they've come out to say that they are going to shut down the economy. Whenever the Niger Delta say that they are going to shut down the economy, they mean that they are going to take over the key infrastructures in the oil sector. They are going to take over the pipelines in the oil sector, and this is their way of protesting. From what that young man was saying, you can see that they have the oil, but they are not benefiting from it. Every day we keep hearing of oil theft, oil theft. Who are the people stealing the oil theft? It's not the people in the Niger Delta, it's the people in government. Imagine someone from northern Nigeria will be coming to Niger Delta to steal oil because the person is in government. The problem is not that they are stealing oil. The problem is that they are polluting the Niger Delta environment. When you go to the Niger Delta region, the region that is providing the country with her revenue to power every sector and every part of this country, that region is desolate. That region has been destroyed. You get oil from the Niger Delta, get the money, and go and develop Abuja and other part of the country, whereas the main source for that revenue is being left desolate, and the people are angry. They are saying that they need to fight this bad government, because when the government is good, there is no how the Niger Delta region will be left desolate as it is now. Under President Muhammadu Buhari, they talk about the Ogoni cleanup. This cleanup has been going on for too long, but now as I'm talking to you, that cleanup has been abandoned. So what is the gain of the Niger Delta person that his region is providing the resources that this country is relying on? That is the reason why I say Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the most insensitive and inconsiderate president we've ever had. He had all the opportunity to address whatever is happening today. He had all the opportunities to stop this protest, but rather he was busy doing propaganda. He was busy hiring and paying groups to come and denounce a protest they are not planning. This protest was being planned by Nigerians, and Nigerians are the one protesting. So why do you think you will go and pay group to come and denounce a protest they did not prepare for? Imagine telling someone like Asari Dokubo to come and threaten protesters. Protesters are currently protesting in the Niger Delta. Where is Asari Dokubo today? Now more group from the Niger Delta, they are coming out and they are saying that they are going to join the protest and they will be attacking key infrastructures of this country. If anything happened to the Nigeria oil today, Nigeria will be in a big mess. Bola Tinubu is saying that I inherited a battered economy. If these Niger Delta boys decided to join this protest and ensure that there is no oil that leaves the Niger Delta region, it's going to be very, very terrible for Nigeria. The president had the opportunity to stop this. The first opportunity was to ensure that this protest did not hold. The second opportunity he had was to ensure that when he did that, his recorded broadcast, he would have addressed the issues on ground. What are the things he was supposed to do? First of all, fellow Nigerians, I want to tell you that I am going to reduce the size of my government by 50%. I am convening a meeting with the National Assembly members and I'm going to tell them that they are going to reduce their allowances by 50% for a start. I am immediately reversing the fuel subsidy because of a truth, this fuel subsidy is a huge scam. This government is scamming us with this fuel subsidy. These people are looting money in billions of naira via this oil subsidy. We don't need it anymore. Even if you are not reversing the oil subsidy, at least you are reversing it by 50%. This was what P2B said. P2B said that we remove the fuel subsidy by 50%. Then I will address the issue of insecurity so that our farmers can go to farm. When farmers can go to farm, there will be enough food for the people to eat. This will automatically bring down food inflation. But Bola Tinubu is removing fuel subsidy by 100% and is not doing the commensurable things to ensure that he mitigates the effect of the removal of that fuel subsidy. That is the reason why Nigerians are hungry today. That is the reason why there is inflation. Everything is due to Bola Tinubu policies. In the midst of this, Bola Tinubu has gone on an extravagant spending. He has gone on a spending spree, wasting the nation's resources. This is the same man that said that I inherited a battered economy, but his actions have shown that he has so much to waste. Tell Nigerians that you are immediately suspending the purchase of the 150 million presidential jet. Even if you have bought it, sell it off. What are you doing with your 150 million presidential jet when Nigerians are hungry and they are protesting? But rather than calming their nerves, you are sending the police to go and intimidate them. But Nigerians are telling you that they can never be intimidated. They will keep protesting until their demands are met. And now the Niger Delta boys, they are telling you that they want to join the protest. Bola Tinubu, I don't know if you're stubborn. I don't know what is making you to be stubborn. But you need to listen to Nigerians because they are the reason why you are there. Without Nigerians, you will not be there. So they are telling you this is what we want. You need to listen to their demands and meet their demands. Don't allow Nigeria to collapse in your regime. You've made everything worse since you took over. If you cannot fix it, honorably resign. There are too many persons out there that are willing to sacrifice their life, their time, their resources to fix this country for everyone to enjoy. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.